Yeehaw! How we doing there, folks? It's Aaron Blue Eyes back with Arc Raiders Day 1, very first live stream. The game is here, finally, after much anticipation. We pre-ordered the deluxe edition, and we're going to go ahead and make our character, do the introduction, and go over some settings for Xbox. Now, by default, I have party chat set to open microphone and toggle to talk, so that way if I have to talk proximity, I'm able to put my fingers on other control buttons to be able to talk to other people. I did go to all settings. I made some changes similar to what I did during the server slam, and I'll kind of just highlight some of those, the ones that I think that are important. Field of view by default is at 70, which is right in the middle. The low end is 60, so you'll see things closer. The far end is 80. You'll have more of a fisheye lens. I'm probably going to settle somewhere in the middle, but it's going to be nuanced a little bit closer or nuanced a little bit further, like more surrounding, like a wider field of view. So to start things off, I'm going to put it at 75. Because I don't want to go all the way to 80, because I feel like 80 is going to be too much of a fisheye GoPro look, and I hate that in games. I think it's a little weird looking. The human eye's field of view is between 35 and 50 millimeters, equivalent to a camera lens. So I think games that have super high wild fields of view just feel super, it feels kind of sleazy, kind of like you're cheating because you have such a wide field of view, and that's not how our human eye sees. So I don't know if 80 is actually not too bad. Like a lot of first-person shooters go to like 120, and a lot of people play around 100, 110, and I think some even go as high as like 130. I feel like I'm always comfortable about 100, but this game is different. It's third person, so I'm gonna not dial it all the way up. I'm gonna put it 75, so that way it's in between the default position of 70 and the widest of 80. I prefer keeping motion blur on. Most competitive players turn it off. I don't know, I just like motion blur. It feels more cinematic. In reality, we see motion blur. If you look up at a ceiling fan like I am right now, it's moving at a rate that causes a blur. Motion blur is something perceived in real life. So I prefer motion blur. For game audio, if you turn night mode on, it will sharpen the audio experience. It will taper off high-end noises and low-end noises to kind of change the bell curve to concentrate the audio sound a little bit more in the middle. I turned it off. You can hear the hum, and those noises in the background are slightly muted. And if you turn it on, I don't know if you can hear it in the stream or not, it's a little more pronounced. During the server slam, I had it off because when I did have it on, it was too much. I actually might turn it back off again. And the reason why is I have Astro A40s. They have a good dynamic range, and I am using Dolby Atmos. And I have it set for competitive gaming for better sound precision. So maybe this is something I don't need. I'm keeping the master volume at 100. I turn the effects down to 90 just so they're not quite as loud. Music volume, as much as I love the music in the game, again, during the server slam, it was super overpowering when you had key moments and the music was playing and you were trying to hear footsteps, trying to hear, your friends talk, hear noises from the arcs. So turning that down to 80, I think is a good starting point. Dialogue, I turned that down to 80 as well. Party voice chat starts off at a default of 100. I put that down to 90 because my friends, when I play with them, they tend to project their voices, especially my friend Night Stalker. So I turned that down to 90. This is default at 140. I put it down to 120. Again, in the server slam, I had both of these much lower. We're just going to start off with these values. I might even knock this down to 100 and just see where these are at. And this is probably going to be something I'm going to have to play around with. Have open microphone for party. toggle to talk, like I said before. This is a new feature that was not, at least I didn't notice it in the Server Slam, and I want to see how it fucks with my friends and family when I play. So you now can pick your Raider voice, right? And it's considered Raider voice beta. And it says Raider voice lets you select voice for your Raider and change how you sound in party and proximity voice chat. This has got to be AI driven, because essentially what it's going to do is in real time when you talk, it's got to interpret what you're saying and then put an overlay of a character voice from their character models of both women and men in an attempt to make your voice sound like one of their predetermined voices. So I have it at voice 6. I'm going to click left to go to voice 5 really quick, and then right to go to voice 6, so that way we can hear how voice 6 sounds. And the idea is it will make my human voice when I'm talking to people sound like this
Hey Raider,
voice.
can you hear me all right? Good. Let's go.
I actually might change that voice.
Hey Raider, can you hear me all right? Good. Let's go. Hey Raider, can you hear me all right? Good. Let's go.
They get deeper an octave the higher
Hey
you go.
Raider, can you hear me all right? Good. Let's go. Hey Raider, can you hear me all right? Good. Let's go. Hey Raider, can you hear me all right? Good. Let's go. Hey Raider, can you hear me all right? Good. Let's go.
4. We're going to do 4. And see how that sounds to my friends when we play together. I turned subtitles off because in the game, in the Server Slam, the game itself in a menu system has subtitles built into it. And if you show subtitles, you see subtitles twice. You see them in the menus and then again on the bottom of the screen, and that was annoying. So turn that off. I advise everyone to turn that off. I like leaving the crosshair type off. So every single weapon has a unique crosshair, and that's kind of a cool thing. Some people override it and set it to a crosshair that they prefer. And a lot of times people just use a regular cross shape. I'm going to cycle through the crosshair shapes, and this will kind of show you a sample of the different crosshairs the game has. Again, different weapons have different crosshairs. I'm going to leave it on off when I play. That way, I think it's a good visual indicator to know what weapon you're using by having each weapon's individual crosshair. And over time, you'll get used to, you won't even have to look at the 3D model that you're holding. You'll know what weapon you're using simply by the crosshair, but these are the crosshair types that we have in the game. Again, by default, I'm going to turn it to off, so that way whatever weapon crosshair is supposed to be with each weapon will be there. Weapon center dot, I'm going to turn that on, and I'm going to put that up to a volume of 2. I changed the crosshair length from 20 to 30, so this is the default. You know, I'm gonna put it back to 20 actually. Now that I have the dot, I didn't have the dot in there before. Crosshair thickness, I don't want it to be overpowering, but I still want it to be very visible. So I think a pixel value or point value of 1 is good. I did change the color value. So you have an RGB slider. It's really tedious to change the values of RGB. But what I did was I desaturated blue and red completely to change it from white to a lime green. I might change it to a yellow at some point, but for right now we're going to leave it at lime green, so that way it pops a little bit more from the background rather than just white. All right, for controller settings, left aim assist on. This is a big one for anyone that is either new to the game, or even if you're a veteran and you're not aware of this. This is something that really fucked me over during the Server Slam when I was being pushed on by some, it was either a Wasp or a Hornet or maybe a combination thereof. I was tucked back in this little, like, room, and there were some drawers in front of me, and they were shooting machine guns at me and trying to stun me with a taser attack. and I was trying to take cover and reload and then return fire, and what happened was, because I had these interactions in front of me for these, like, it was like a filing cabinet that had 2 drawers that you could loot from. It kept trying to loot instead of reload my gun, and I don't think it got me killed, but it was really frustrating. So, pro tip, set your interact/reload behavior to tap to interact. It will do 2 things. One, it will prevent that kind of situation from happening where you hold X, you will reload, you tap X, you'll loot. The other reason for doing it is tapping to interact for looting is quicker, and it will allow you to get into the loot menu, see what items are available so you can loot them a little bit more quickly and get out of that menu as quick as possible, so that way you're not rifling through loot and, you know, potentially getting shot at by other raiders or ARC. I play inverted, so I turn this on. I adjusted all of these not all the sensitivities, but some of the sensitivities based on a YouTube video that I saw. This guy, he played the game a lot, and he suggested these settings. I can share his name with you. It is, I just want to make sure I'm doing the right guy. His YouTube channel is JBS, as in J for Juliet, B for Bravo, S for Sierra. And he posted his video 11 days ago. He does play on PC, so he does some graphic settings and stuff that don't apply to console, but he plays with a controller on PC, an Xbox controller. So it was still valuable. He really talked about changing the sensitivities of the multiplier, the scope zoom sensitivity multiplier, the look boost for horizontal, the vertical look boost, the ramp up time in milliseconds, horizontal and vertical zoom look boost, and also the ramp up time while zoomed to really be snappy. The only thing that I did differently from him is I changed the response curve. He suggested linear, that way what you push is what you push, although it's not quite the same as what you would think in other games. In other games, linear is literally a 45-degree angle from the low end of the response curve to the top end of the response curve in a straight line. Arc Raiders linear still has a curve to it. It's not a straight line. But I don't know how to say this word. Sinusoidal, I don't know if I'm saying that right, is kind of a blend of linear and exponential. It's a reverse S-curve, and it kind of helps with both close-range engagements and fine-tune adjustments of long-range engagements. I'm going to try this out. Supposedly it's a little less predictable than linear and exponential because of that reverse S-curve, but I'm going to just test it out. I also have crazy dead zone stick drift, so I have a value of 10. I'm going to put a value of 10 on both. I might even have to go up to 15. I need to get a new controller, is what it comes down to. My stick drift is horrible. So my settings might adjust as I play to reduce stick drift but still be responsive. But this is where we're at for those settings. And from an accessibility standpoint, I think we went over everything. I don't want to... Oh, I know there was something else that I wanted to bring up. So this is another setting that he suggested to turn off. So it says smooth when line of fire is blocked. So because this is a third-person shooter, and you could peek around an obstacle, let's say a building wall, but there might be, I don't know, a telephone pole directly in your line of sight. If you have this set to off, and your line of sight is completely obstructed by like a small object, like a telephone pole, for example, you might accidentally shoot the telephone pole that's like right, in your line of sight as you're peeking. So the developers added this option so that way it will adjust your line of sight to go to the right or go to the left of an obstacle that might be just in your way, automatically, so that way you can still land shots on target. They have a smoothing effect where if you have such a situation, the game will slowly and smoothly adjust your aim over to the intended target past the obstacle. It was advised to turn this off, that way it's a snap, it's an automatic thing, and it's better in quick-paced movement situations and firefights. So it was suggested to turn it off. So that's everything. We'll get out of the settings. We're going to go through the tutorial now, and we're also going to make our character.
It was silent for years. Just whispers. Distant cracks of thunder. No one paid attention. I wish we did.
So one of the things I like about the full game is they have the lines down the middle of the screen during the loading. In Server Slam, they didn't have that detail. Kind of takes up the space a little bit better from a design perspective. I might adjust sensitivities while we're playing this tutorial. So, like, yep, I got stick drift. As you can see, I'm walking backwards. So I might have to make some adjustments already. Alright, let's go to controller. We might have to bring these up a little bit. And see if that changes anything. Nope. So what we're going to do is we're going to probably have to turn our dead zone up more. Or maybe turn sinusoidal off and put it back to linear. We have this at 0.5 and we have this at 0.2. Doesn't happen as much now. We're gonna turn our dead zone up one notch. We're gonna leave this one alone if we can. No, it's movement. we'll do this for now. Then I don't want to take too much time during the stream to adjust settings. I want to go through this. So I learned a fun fact when watching videos after the server slam to now about looting during this tutorial. So at the end of this tutorial, you get ambushed by some other raiders, and when that happens, you lose everything that you have in your pack. But if you either loot after you get ambushed and knocked out, or you drop everything on the ground when you get ambushed and knocked out, and then recover your loot afterwards, you can retain everything that you find in this tutorial. So that's what I'm planning to do. And so I'm going to spend a little extra time in the tutorial just trying to find every single piece of loot I can find. So I heard that there's some cheeky hidden spots for loot. These seeds? No, it's just a leaf. So it's one of the things that I didn't really pay attention to during the server slam was the fact that you can get seeds and plant life for as resources for Speranza for cooking. And you know, people do need to eat. This game isn't DayZ, so we don't have to eat in game. But you know, the idea of society having to eat is still a thing. There's someone up over there. You know, let's go do the engagement, and then we'll come back and... Get away from here! Oh shit! I didn't even get a chance to shoot him. The arc took him out. Can we get up there? Oh, I almost shot that. The pizza guy. Up there. I want to loot him. Is there a way up there? I think there is. Alright, we're going to do the breach here. We're going to get ambushed by the breach after we try to do the breach. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop off our loot here. Hold X, drop the loot. We're gonna do the breach, and then we're gonna get ambushed. Alright, so one of the other pro tips I learned too is if you breach, don't breach from the center. Breach from one of the sides, because then it gives you a little bit more awareness when you're, you want to look around you. Although this tutorial won't let you do that.
Someone's here!
No!
Told you someone was prying the door.
What exactly reminds yourself?
Jackpot! Bandages.
No time to waste. Let's head back to Esperanza.
Alright, here's our loot. I didn't realize we could put this in our safety pocket. That's actually a good idea. That way you don't lose your ammo. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually take the time to really loot. So that way we can go topside, I mean we can go back to Speranza with actually a good initial stash. Expired pasta. Way past its prime. Can reluctantly be consumed. So you can eat in the game. Okay, I didn't think you could eat. All right, so you can eat to get health. Maybe that wasn't something that was in the test. I already looted this, right? Yeah. There's definitely arc outside. The Berletta that we have, does this have good penetration? Very weak. Probably should heal myself. Now if I do encounter any arc, yeah, I still have a drift. I might have to reset some of my settings so that, you know, JBS talked about these ramp up times for boosting, and I wonder if having the stick drift on my controller is affecting, those settings are affecting my stick drift. Light shield now. The animation for this and the sound is so cool. It's gonna do like a little blue shimmer when it gets fully charged and activates. I'm not ready to go down there yet. I want to go back to where we came from and check out thoroughly more of that space. If we can. We might not be able to. Huh. Came in from this way. I can't tell, man. They might have made it so we can't go back out where we came in from. We came in from over here. Wasn't there a doorway here? Those cheeky bastards. Yeah, because we came in from here. They changed it. I don't think it can go back out to where I came in from. Unless I go out the other way that we just saw and go around. Oh, nice. We got an augment. Combat Mark 1. Basic combat armament supports stronger shields but with limited backpack capacity and quick use slots. Oh, it won't let us even equip it. Sucks I can't get back up to where I was before. I feel like there was glue I missed up top before going in there. I think we have more stuff that we can carry. We do have more stuff that we can carry. Will it let us drag this over here? No, it won't. That sucks. What we gotta get rid of something because that arc alloy is super valuable. Probably get rid of the agave. Oh, we can eat this. How do we eat it? Maybe we have to put it in our quick action. Let's just see how this works being in our quick action. Yeah, that's the agave. That's the agave. We can eat it. Use on self. Yep. Oh, nice. We can actually eat. There's still a cooldown though between uses, like the bandages. Alright, we're fully loaded. We don't have any room for this. Can we eat this? Yup. Oh, this consumes stamina. Okay. Alright, let's do a little more exploring, see if we can find anything else before we finish the tutorial. Yeah, we can't take it. What does this say? Vo fair squandra. I know a lot of what's being said in this game is in Italian because we're in Italy. Oh, there's a backpack. Sorted seeds, fertilizer. What do we have here that's... We're gonna drop this because this is green, this is uncommon. It's probably worth more. Oh, this sucks. I can't use this augment. If I could use that augment, we could what is this? Oh, this is the pasta. We could drop this because it's not really worth a lot, right? We actually might even eat it to top off our health the rest of the way in case we encounter anything. Well, that was instant, the pasta. We'll take this with us. I kind of wish we could take the seeds too. We'll continue looting before we head out of here. See if there's anything else we can grab, and maybe come back to this. I want to make the best decisions I can about what I'm taking with me. is this? Headphones. Rare. We're gonna drop anything that's not rare. Metal parts are worth keeping though. Before we activate the exfil bunker, I did want to check out one more thing. Ow! I almost fell. When we got ambushed by those other raiders inside, there was a room that we didn't go into, I don't think. We got everything out of here, right? We're gonna get up the path. So, oh no, that was the room that we breached. That was the room we breached. I hate the fact that I can't go back outside where I came from the front of the diner. Because I definitely feel like I missed loot in the front of the diner. Part of me wants to redo it all over again, but part of me doesn't. Because what we're missing from the front of the diner is probably nothing too consequential. And the fact that we can't, we can only take so much with us. We're already at capacity. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, we got a rubber duck! There's a rubber duck! We gotta find a way to take the rubber duck. Alright. What are we gonna drop? What are we gonna drop? That's... What do we got here? Vita shot. Medicine restores a large amount of health. We gotta keep all these. These are all gonna be very valuable when we get into the game. So this will be used to charge a cell. Used to craft weapons. I don't want to throw away any ammunition because ammunition is going to be super valuable. Arc alloy, we got to keep that. It sucks that we can't activate this augment. So, we can't craft anything yet. So, let's drop. No, that's uncommon. Fuck, I don't know what to drop. What ammo does this take? Medium ammo. We'll drop the metal parts, I guess. We know Scrappy can pick those up. Yeah, we got a rubber ducky and I'm still drifting. I'm still drifting. Alright, yeah, I'm still salty. I can't go back on the front. I feel like there was a backpack or something that I missed in the front and it won't let you go back out there. But let's not linger any longer. Let's go make our character. We've explored this to the fullest that we could. I rushed the beginning a little bit because I thought I could go back outside to the front, but you can't. But yeah, if you don't want to lose that pistol that we start off with, Make sure you drop that before you get ambushed. Ooh, what's this? Can't pick this up about it. All right, let's go ahead and extract from here.
Whoever this is, you're not supposed to use this elevator. Lucky for you, I'll make an exception. Wait a second.
They're coming! That's how I loot this arc. Hopefully we can stack some of this stuff. Nice. We can't take this ammo, unfortunately, but we got more arc metal, another power cell. Let's just double check this corner, see if there's anything else lootable. Wires. We'll drop this. Grab those wires. Oh! What do we have in here? Ooh! See, it's worth exploring this. Most people are like, hurry up, do the tutorial, get done with it. But there's lots of shit you can find. Alright, what's this? Rope, rare, and duct tape. Oh man, I gotta make decisions I don't want to make. Fuck! Alright, green is uncommon. We got some stuff that's worth money. Apparently the duck is common, supposedly. But, I think the elevator closed. I'm gonna have to reopen it. That was fucking loud. Alright, we don't want to lose... We don't want to throw away anything. This fucking sucks. Things that I come across regularly when I've raided before. As much as this say it's uncommon, oil, I feel like I found it a lot. I feel like fertilizer... Major uncommon ping item. What is this really used for, though? No, we'll drop the fertilizer. And we'll grab the rope. Sucks that I can't take the duct tape, too. Alright, I think that's it and that's all. Well, it's actually time to really get out of here for now.
I'll make an exception. Wait a second.
All right, boys and girls, we're gonna go make our character next.
Opening the doors now. All right, get down here.
To Speranza. Our first time going to Speranza, boys and girls.
Hey, you are on camera. This elevator has been out of commission.
Security to the slingshot in Sector G. We have a possible intruder in the tubes. Repeat, possible intruder.
When the elevator stops, exit with your hands raised. I cannot let you in until you show your face. How'd you make it here by yourself? Who are you?
I'm me. Oh, there's more face options. So this is what I was wondering, if there's going to be more face options. And there are. Nice. I still might pick the old dude like I picked before. I feel like this guy's gonna get picked a lot by most people.
Power outages are likely today. Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Alright, we'll still pick the old dude. Alright, equip. Now we got hair options. I think I'm gonna start off with him bald again, potentially. Yep. So we have the lip scar by having a deluxe edition, so we'll equip that. And we'll make him a guy, not a girl. Look at those hips. Alright, so we got access to some deluxe edition content, as well as pre-order content. So this is the pre-order outfit, the origin outfit, and then we have the G suit is from deluxe, and then we also have the Valente, which is from deluxe. So which one are we gonna pick? Let's take a look at what we can turn on and off. Okay. Well, look at the color options as well. Ooh, that's cool. No visor, off, on, cap only, vest on or off. Those are the options for that outfit. Let's go to the cowboy outfit. So I want the goggles. That's the thing I really want. Alright, let's do this color option. Goggles on, hat off, headgear off, hip bag, sonar emitter off, hip bag on or off. We'll keep that on. Let's look at the different colors. I want something that blends in a little bit, so as much as I like the blue, let's go with let's do the one with the blue accents at least. So we'll do the middle one. Alright, so we have a bunch of different options for our backpack appearance. We have the hiker, the origin, the salvager, and survival. Let's do the salvager because it kind of goes with the goggles, which we already have equipped. And then for attachments, we can do nothing. We can do a bedroll. We can do boxing gloves, or we can do a spaceship. I might do nothing for now. And then for trinkets, we can do a gold rubber duck or nothing. Let's do the gold rubber duck. I think that's it, and that's all. We're ready.
That bed down here in Speranza sure beats sleeping outside, but it's getting pretty crowded.
I hope eventually Speranza is a 3D place.
Up topside, clean hands don't get the work done. The Raiders don't seem to mind. Everything has a price, and it's always higher than you think.
1,358 days to make a beautiful...
Raiders may not follow orders, but they'll follow a bounty if it's high enough.
I wouldn't worry about other raiders that much. I would worry about Ark. Something's going on.
A lot of people down here in Speranza lean on Raiders to get through the day. If you want in on the fun, just head up to level 4. The tubes there will take you all the way to Buried City.
Okay, here we are. This room is the best I can do for you now. It's a dump, I know, but you'll learn to love it, I'm sure. Come see me when you're settled in.
Welcome to Speranza. Now that you're settled in, Shani has asked you to come by her room. So we got our first quest, picking up the pieces.
The storm has mostly settled, but much of our infrastructure has taken a proper beating. If you're hoping to stay with us, I'll need you to pull your weight in the repair efforts.
Alright, so we're going to get a Rattler and some medium ammo as a reward for this quest. We'll accept it.
We'll need plenty of materials for repairs. I'll mark some good loot spots on your map. Head up there and see what you can find.
So we have a variety of traders that we can speak to get different quests. And
You've not been getting into any trouble, have you?
Everything's pretty much locked because we're just starting out.
Let's not start asking questions, okay?
Alright, we have a bunch of Raider tokens. I think those are because of the deluxe edition. We have 0 creds. We haven't started doing any feats, which are essentially daily challenges.
If I see as much as a hint of googly eyes, I will shoot you through the door slot.
We have 5,000 coins to start off with. We're not going to spend anything just yet.
Explosives and gadgets, fresh off the workbench.
Oh, don't lie. You just came here to see little old me, didn't you?
He's got the augments as well as healing items. Alright, so here's what they give us to start off with.
Been thinking about getting a hat, a wide-brimmed one. What do you think?
They're a little generous. I feel like I dropped this, but they still gave it to me. We got some ammo. We have a few weapons. Stuff that we picked up partially during our demo. We have a few augments to start off with. We have a Combat Mark 1, 2 of those, because I picked one up. We have a Looting Mark 1. We have 3 shields, 3 light shields to start off with. Got some bullets, got some smoke grenades. What we're gonna do is we're gonna deposit everything we have in our backpack. If it lets us. Looks like it won't. You're supposed to be able to hit this and just unload our backpack. Maybe it's because we haven't played the game yet. It won't let us do that. Alright, what we're gonna do now is, so this, normally that's what this button would do. If you click this, it will merge stacks. So if you have things like bullets or other things that can stack multiples of, and you have like, 30 here, 20 there, 10 there, you click this button, it will merge stacks to be more efficient. When I clicked it, the button that we heard meant there's nothing to stack. But if you hear like a little like a little shuffle, that means it will stack things in your inventory. Right now, we're gonna go to the damn battlegrounds, and she's gonna tell us to go loot some stuff. We're gonna see if we can pick up any other quests before we start.
Forgot something?
I don't know if we can. We might not be able to. Until we do this first
If you
quest.
managed to weather that storm, a supply run should be no bother at all.
Alright, we're gonna jump into this first quest by ourselves. And see if we can complete it. It says visit any area on your map with a loot category icon. Here's our first time going topside. This cutscene is so awesome. Let's do it. This is the only place we can go because this is the first mission. We can't even go to the target range yet. Alright, so I don't think we can ping anything right now as far as waypoints, but we can take a look at things, right? So there's a testing annex, loot value medium. It's a half-drowned testing center overlooking the Red Lakes. We have a wreckage site, scrapyard, a formical outpost, water towers, electrical substation. We got escape hatch, swamp outpost, old battlegrounds. This is a good place to get arc parts. We have a water treatment control area. It's a loot value medium. It says a concrete monolith of pipes, tubes, and old water treatment equipment. We got floodgates, breach, pipeline tower, apartments, more residential property. This is one of the big places to go. The power generation complex. That has medium loot. It's a rusting relic of hydrogen infrastructure. And then over here, we have a hydroponic dome complex. This has some really aggro arc. So we're gonna go in there with a free loadout. And we're gonna focus on leveling up. We got a message real quick. Let's take a look at what this message is. Alright. I guess it was just because we have a mission. Alright. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna do a free loadout. Ready up. And we're gonna go in. check. We're gonna make sure our environmental audio works. Get in there. All right, here. This is so awesome. I can watch this a million times. Every time you go in there, like they have a variety of different angles, camera angles, and depending on how big your team is, so it's always kind of fresh, even though it's something you do over and over again. All right, we have a full session. All right, let's take a look at our inventory.
We've spotted a harvester in your area. A queen is guarding it with her life. Only engage if you've brought your best gear, lots of backup, and a very good plan.
Check. All right, check. Let's take a look at the map. Where are we? Testing annex. It says visit any area on your map with a loot category icon. Wreckage, scrapyard. We're gonna actually make our way to the floodgates, I think. But we're gonna hit the testing annex first.
Let's go to the testing annex.
Although we do hear a lot of gunshots. They're coming from the southwest. Maybe let's ignore the testing annex and let's go to the floodgates instead.
Let's go to that location.
Got a rattler. Maybe we should go to the testing annex. Just because we're here. Well, maybe we won't. They're definitely there. We're gonna try to avoid conflict for a little bit until we build up our stash. of ammo already? That's a queen. Alright, let's move. Let's try to take cover and heal. Have much in the way of resources. Let's just observe for a little bit. Oh shit, there's someone over there. You see those drone? That drone was going into that tower. Can't fight any arc right now. Something lootable? Nope. I can recharge my shield with this. I need to exfil, man.
Let's head home at the pump house hatch. Head home at the Red Lake balcony lift.
I'm just going right back where I fucking started. I'm gonna die, so I might as well just try looting this and getting out. I know it's not gonna happen. Nope, nope. This is not gonna end well. I think I definitely need to change my sensitivity and stuff. I'll put it on linear. Help! Help, Raiders! Our first time topside, we're dead. That was not a good session. You can improve and customize your Raider on the Raider stream. Skill tree lets you unlock and improve abilities. So we have one skill point. We're not going to put anything in anything yet. What I'm planning to do on my skill tree is work on mobility, these two right here, and get to in-round crafting as well. Each skill improves a different aspect of your Raider. They can be used to cater to your preferred playstyle. So trials are new, projects are new. This unlocks at level 20. Expedition project. Construct a caravan and send your Raider off to an expedition beyond the Rust Belt. And Codex is lore. There's things called trader decks that essentially are like their battle passes. And you can unlock stuff from them. apparently this is free to do the first trader deck. So let's unlock it since it's free. Available balance includes Raider deck. Cost is 0 credit. Alright, so we gotta do feats. Will give us creds in order for us to unlock things from the trader deck. So these are a couple outfits. We can get a recorder, flute, plus some other stuff. We can get like a dirt emoji. We can get some coinage. Get a jerry can attachment. Some binoculars. More outfit combinations. Ooh, a helmet. More coin. The band-aid that we had during the other thing. Emotes. Oh, that reminds me, I have an emote to unlock for my deluxe edition. So these are like their battle passes. This hairstyle, so many people were using this from Tech Test 2. I hate this hairstyle. I will never use it. But the outfit's cool. I like that one. I like the mask, the augments. This is the haircut that I had from the Server Slam. And that's page 6. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to end this stream. We're going to kind of get ourselves oriented. I'm going to actually eat something. And then I'm going to start up another stream. And I'm going to make some controller adjustments. I'm going to see if it lets me, at this point, go to the gun range real quick. No, we can't yet. We got to complete probably this first mission. For what's going on right now. We can unlock Scrappy though. So Scrappy is a little rooster that essentially the idea is he runs around Speranza collecting loot for you. That's the thing, he doesn't go topside with you. He stays in Speranza and runs around and kind of like a little ferret. Hopefully add other animals in the future, and you can train him in the future, but you need to get things for him. So it says, train Scrappy to have him gather more supplies with a more confident strut. We need to find a dog collar. So let's track that. We want to look for a dog collar. Crafting. Apparently we can craft some stuff with stuff that we have currently without having any benches. Do we have that? We do have a workbench. Okay, we have a workbench. So workbench, you can craft some basic kits, stuff, some basic weapons and things of that nature. But then you can get other benches, gear, a gunsmith, a medical lab, a utility station, and a refiner. All right, let's go to
Hey,
Evo.
don't shoot! Pew, 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 pew!
So that's the one we unlocked. So we're gonna equip this. We gotta pick a spot for it. Where are we gonna put it? All right, so don't shoot. Sorry. Fixed. There's no emote. Fixed, team up. So these ones you can't get rid of. I like that. They have some basic ones that you absolutely have to have. Alright, so pointing dance. Greet. Thank you. We'll put it in the sorry area. These are other emotes we can unlock. Some you can purchase with Raider tokens. I'm not purchasing anything for a while.
Howdy.
I might do a little quick stream later that just goes through all the emotes. Oh, looked at his different versions of Scrappy. We have the brown one, the Well Summer one, and the Rough Rock one. I'm gonna equip this. I think this is because of the deluxe edition. It looks a little more regal. I want this Hawker outfit. I like that one. I don't know why, but I want to call this one Space Boy. Alright, so we're going to end it here. Thanks for watching our very first full release version of the game, Arc Raiders live stream. We're going to be playing this game quite a bit. And if you want to see more gameplay and check out how we progress, feel free to like and subscribe. Until next time, make sure you always check your 6. Peace.